name's Nathan Kwong. I'm a pharmacist at Alfred Health. Yeah. The health challenges that we're aiming to solve with this research really just surround, I guess, COVID-19 and its impacts on emergency medicine and the emergency department itself. During the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of processes and procedures had to change as a response, and things like isolation precautions were implemented into our regular day-to-day activities. We are interested in seeing whether or not that has led to, I guess, delays in our patient care, and previously research has shown that delays in the emergency department can lead to poorer outcomes for patients. What we're really aiming to do is to firstly identify what sort of issues surround, I guess, the impacts of COVID-19, and then hopefully from there we can launch into coming up with some solutions. Our research involved identifying patients. We thought which patients presenting to the emergency department with common I guess, elements that required analgesia would be best. So we identified these patients, we put them into two separate groups, one that required isolation and one that didn't. From there, we looked at the time it took from when they presented to when they first received analgesia, and then we sort of took that data and just checked to see whether or not there was a significant difference between those who required isolation and those who didn't. We're very fortunate to work in a very established hospital with quite an established research community at the Alfred, and I guess one of the good things that we could use was this registry for emergency care, which had been previously established by colleagues of ours as a response to the COVID-19 pandemic, to pick up, I guess, data points and see how our patients, I guess, were impacted by COVID-19. We were able to extract a lot of these data points and utilise it for our research, and I guess the beauty of our project is it not only showed that we could determine that there was a couple of factors that affect delays in the emergency department, but also utilise this registry and actually show that it can be used across multiple hospital sites, because we used the Alfred and Sandringham hospitals for our research. But the really cool thing about it is that it may potentially be implemented statewide or even on a national scale, and that will again help with sort of improving processes on a much larger scale. The main outcomes for our research were, firstly, we did actually show that there was a significant difference, which ultimately means that COVID-19 has had an effect, and the procedures that we've implemented, including isolation, do have I guess, an effect on our patients. And I guess it's still early days in that, definitely more research and more questions, I guess, looking into other factors that may be contributing to, I guess, time delays in the emergency, but it's a great start.